My name is Kathleen Doherty. I'm a Holocaust and Genocide Studies major with Political Science and International Studies minors. On campus, I'm in Phi Sigma Sigma. I'm on the Sexual Assault and Violence Education Committee. I work at the info desk at the Student Center. I work at the Cohen Center at the library, and I run Shout Out for Sexual Violence. I started with Walk a Mile because my freshman year, there was a senior on campus, Johanna Davari, who was a Holocaust and Genocide Studies major. I met her because she was one of the people in MVP, Mentors in Violence Prevention, who put on No Zebras, and she just had this kind of presence about her. So knowing her through No Zebras, and then in class I was just drawn to her because she was such an incredible person. And she spoke at Shout Out and was the head of Shout Out my freshman year. And I was like, I have to get involved. I want to follow in your footsteps. I want to do big things too. And she told me to get involved with the Walk a Mile Committee and MVP. But MVP has a training session that's like a weekend, and it could never, ever, ever fit in my schedule. I already have prior commitments. So I put all of my time and energy into the Walk a Mile Now Save Committee. And I've been there since first semester sophomore year.
We have, so this was our 11th year that we've done Walk a Mile, and I've actually had a couple different roles, but for the last it's been 8 years or something like that, I serve on our organizing committee for Walk a Mile, and so Walk a Mile is a campus community partnership between Keene State and the Redneck Center for Violence Prevention. So on that committee, there are people both from Keene State and from SDP, and sometimes community members, different people, different year students, faculty, staff, whoever wants to step up and help out with that. So I don't know if I formally would say I chair that committee, but I kind of keep it going, send out the emails and that kind of stuff. So we try to run it as a very sort of participatory, non-hierarchical kind of thing.
This year, I helped pick the faces for Walk a Mile. So we have two or three men every year be the faces of the Walk a Mile march on Keene State's campus. So Kyle Hasbacka and Tim Peterson are the faces of it this year, and they have really gone above and beyond what I thought they would do as chairs. Their team, Sigma Pi alone, has raised over $700 in, I think, like 2 weeks, really. So all of that money is going towards MCVP and their services for people who've been victims of sexual assault, who just need a place to stay for the night, who need counseling. The list goes on. And so my kind of job in it is finding people who are going to be good role models in this environment and be leaders in raising the money, doing the walk, paying attention. And so we're kind of more like behind the scenes in that sense, but it's really, really fun.
I've been friends with Kathleen since freshman year, and she's always been super involved in it. And last year she approached me about participating more on a pre-event level. So last year I started the photos and everything, and then this year we just continued with it. And I'll be there for the day of the event, helping lead the walk. I think it's really important. It's definitely a major problem, not just at Keene State, but like all colleges, sexual assault and domestic abuse. So any little bit helps. All the fundraising that goes into this is a really big deal, goes towards really great causes, and it's a fun event where the whole campus community comes out.
Kind of different ways that people deal with it. Same thing with on the extreme end of multiple personalities, you'd say that a lot of times it's sexual violence. I know that in Psychology of Women, we talked probably the most about sexual violence towards women and men, and how that affects them, especially pertaining to a lot.
I met Kathleen 3 years ago when she joined Greek Life, and I joined Greek Life as well. And now she's my best friend's roommate, and I went to her previous shout-out, so this year, 2017. She talked about a past relationship that was very abusive, and 4 other people actually talked too, but hers was about a past relationship that was abusive, and it was really touching, and like I know it takes like a lot of guts to go up there and stand and talk in front of people, so like it was really moving to have that, and they all got emotional, so that was really good to see too. But it was really good because it really touched like a piece of me, and it showed that like it's okay to stand up and speak about like what has happened to you in your past, like whether it be a relationship or not a relationship, just men or women being abused, and it's a really important subject, I think.
I knew that I wanted to be a part of it the following year, and I had no idea how to do it. I didn't want to talk about my experience because in high school I had been sexually assaulted by my boyfriend at the time, and I was like, oh, it's my boyfriend. It's not really. But one of my best friends kind of helped guide me through that process of coming to terms with it, and then I came to shout out, and I was like, my best friend helped me. Maybe I can own what happened to me and maybe help someone else. And over the 3 years, so that my sophomore, junior, and now senior year, that I've been able to be on the committee that runs Shout Out, and then this year, like, really having reins on it, I've had so many people just feel comfortable with me to be able to talk about it. And it doesn't mean that they're over it and that they're healed, because you're never really over anything like that. But if you just feel heard, I think is one of the biggest things that I've been able to give people, because my story is just my story, and I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm okay with myself, and like I'm not necessarily past it, but it's a part of me and I own it. So if I can be a person that other people feel comfortable coming to and talking to and just being ears to listen, then I think I've done my part.